Hello and welcome to Dr. Devin's Wellness Wednesday workshop. Today we're going to continue our 5-week series on goals, and we're going to go this week with goal setting. It's actually time to sit down and write out your goals after you watch this video. So we've already talked about where you are. We've talked about where you're going. We've talked about the difference between goals and desires. Very important distinction there. Now we got to start setting some goals. You need to get your goals down on paper so that you know where you want to go. So in our example before, from Charlotte to Salt Lake City, you got to know exactly where you want to go now. You need to have SMART goals. S-M-A-R-T stands for SMART. Specific, measurable, accountable, realistic, and timed. Your goals need to be SMART. Specific, measurable, accountable, realistic, and timed. Specific, the difference between a specific goal and a non-specific goal is it's not a dream. It's something that you can do. Measurable goal, you don't know where you're at, a measure that needs to be measurable. You need to know exactly where you want to go. Accountable, you need to have someone that you can talk to make sure that they keep you on the right track through all of your action steps that you're going to do to get your goals. Realistic, I love big, hairy, audacious goals, BHAGs. I love thinking about amazing things and what's going to happen, but it can kind of overwhelm you, and those are not goals. Those are just things that you hope to happen someday. That's kind of like a vision, overall vision arching of your life. Those are great, but you really need short-term wins. You need something short, realistic that you can actually do. Once you do that, then your next goal, that's SMART, is going to be much easier to achieve, and then your next goal and your next goal, and on into your entire future amazing life you are going to have. Your goals also need to be timed. It really gives you an increased sense of necessity that I need to do this. This is what I need to do and when I need to do it. It also gives you an urgency to do it. According to Brendan Burchard, high performers all have a high necessity to get their goals completed. So we're going to work on building a bridge with your goals. You need to figure out the action steps that you need to go through to get your goals completed. Without action steps, they're just hopes and dreams. You just hope and dream that they're going to happen someday. Actions turn your dreams into reality. So here is a picture of the bridge. You are over here. You're kind of happy. Maybe you're sad, but you're kind of happy in this picture. Here is the bridge that you're going to go across. See, the bridge. Down here in this chasm is your life. All these stresses you're going through, everything that you have to deal with. That's just life, stopping you from getting to where you want to be going to or your goal. This is the better you, the prettier you, the more amazing you, the smarter you. That's the you could be, and you will be if you make smart goals and do the action steps along the way to achieve your goals. You need to specifically know where you're going. We've already talked a lot about that. Make specific catalysts, choices, and actions to get closer to your goal. So a couple examples of goals. First one, I want to lose 25 pounds by August of 2020. So that's, about 3 months from now. Is it a SMART goal? Is it specific? Yes. 25 pounds is very specific. Is it measurable? Yes. You can measure, you can stand on a scale today and then do your action steps and stand on a scale in August, and you will be able to measure your goal. Is it accountable? Well, yeah, it can be. You just have to find someone to keep you accountable for that. Friend, family member, spouse, help them keep you accountable. Is it realistic? Yes, you can lose 25 pounds in 3 months. At the beginning of the year, I made a goal to lose 30 pounds. In 1 month, I ended up losing 28.4. So it was almost realistic for me to lose 30 pounds in 1 month. I just fell a little bit short, but it's still a win. And then it's timed. You have to do it by August 2020. So you've got 3 months to do this goal. What would your action steps be for that? So they could be joining a gym, They could be go running a few times a week, cutting out carbs, drink a shake for dinner instead of having a big meal. But joining a gym, a lot of people join gyms every year. Joining a gym is not a goal, it is an action step. You know how many people join gyms and never ever go to them? I had heard before about the gym Planet Fitness. At Planet Fitness, they have a capacity for a certain amount of people, but they have people who buy memberships, which is about 10 times as many that can actually go to the gym and use it regularly. So why is that? Because people just go, sign up, and never go again. They are wasting money, which will get me onto my next goal that we're going to talk about, example in a minute, which is personal finance. So just joining a gym is not enough. You need to join a gym to lose the 25 pounds, and you need to actually go to the gym. Decreasing carbs is a good action step, but you could be really specific. You could say, I'm going to decrease my carbs to 100 grams or less per day, 50 grams or less per day. The lower the carbs you go, the better it is, the easier it will be to lose weight. You could get your hormones measured because maybe you gained weight because you have a hormonal imbalance. Take some nutritional supplements, do some different things with your health and your life so that you can lose that weight that you've been trying to. You could change up your breakfast routine, or you could go on intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is a great way to help your body hormone balance out. Preparation is the key for all of your goals. So if you say, I'm going to lose 25 pounds by August of 2020, you know what you have to do? You have to get rid of all the garbage in your house, and you have to replace with all good food. And the next time you go to the store, you have to continue getting all good food and not buying garbage. Example number 2. Goal, pay off $10,000 of debt by June 6th of 2020. So is it smart? Is it specific? Yes, very specific. Pay off $10,000 of debt by, next month. Is it measurable? Yes, you can measure $10,000 that's been paid off. Is it accountable? You could have a spouse, a family member, your accountant. You could have someone that you talk to that holds you accountable so that you do the things you need to do to pay off that debt. Is it realistic? For the vast majority of people, paying $10,000 of debt in 1 month is not very realistic. Otherwise, you'll be adding a lot more debt somewhere else. So that's not very realistic. So right off the bat, if you have a pay $10,000 worth of debt in 1 month goal, and you don't make $20,000 to $30,000 a month, that's probably not very realistic. So you need to change that. Pay $10,000 of debt instead of in 1 month, say 5 months, 6 months. Just put a date on it that is actually realistic and you can achieve. And is it timed? Yes, it's timed, but like I said, maybe change that $10,000 to pay $1,000 off of debt in 1 month, or pay $10,000 off of debt in 5, 6, 7 months. Just what you can do. Some action steps for that. Cancel the memberships you're paying for that you're not using, like the gym. Most people don't ever go to the gym, and they pay every single month for not going to the gym. Netflix, if you don't ever watch things on Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or XYZ, ABCD, all those memberships that you're paying for every month that you don't use, it's time to start going through them and getting rid of them if you have a financial goal of paying off debt. You could move 20% of your paycheck every single pay period into a debt buster account. That's a great way to start paying off debt if you put 20% of every paycheck into paying off debt. Stop eating out. Very expensive. And if you're trying to lose weight, like the other example, restaurant food is extremely high in calories, full of processed stuff that will just help you lose weight, keep the weight on. So stop eating out helps you with 2 of your goals, if those are your things that you're trying to do. Changing the dates all the time, like say, I want to pay off $10,000 in 1 month. If it's not realistic, then next month you'll just be like, well, I want to pay off $10,000 by next month. If it's not realistic, you need to make your goal something that is achievable, something that you can actually do. Try not to drag it out for years and years and years. Make it an achievable, timed goal. There's only 2 ways to save money or to pay off bills. One way is to make more money. So figure out what you have to do to make more money. The other way is to have fewer bills. So figure out where you can cut staff, cut your overhead. We've had to do that lots over the years, especially at the office. We are moving soon. That will help cut overhead even more. But actually our new office is going to be so much more conducive to your healing than this current office. But you have to do what you have to do to either increase your pay or decrease your expenses. You have to figure out what isn't necessary in your life that helps you get where you're trying to go. The problem with not eating out, food is very both emotional and social. Right now we don't have that problem. You can't eat out right now. But when it comes back to eating out, just don't or limit it to an extreme amount. My family, many years ago, we cut it down to we eat out once a week. Now, let's say 49 out of 52 weeks out of the year, we're really good, and we eat out only one meal per week. Sometimes you eat out more. Just make a goal, make an action step and do whatever you can to stick to it. If you've never heard of a debt snowball, Dave Ramsey is really amazing at teaching about debt snowballs. Lots of people have taught about debt snowballs. But look online. I will post a link to a debt snowball, what that really means and how to do it. Basically, you start off with all your debt, and then you get the snowball rolling down the hill, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and pretty soon it's an avalanche, and your debt's paid off. So look up debt snowball. Find out all about it. I will post a link. It's time to stop and work on your journal. We will see you next week for week 5. We're going to finish our goals series. Go ahead and like, comment, and share. We will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.